Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Renee. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you being here. Good morning and welcome to Get Ready With Me Wednesday. I don't really know what we're doing today, but let's get into it. Alrighty guys, welcome back. Welcome back. So, they had a sale on Amazon. I know, I'm a sucker. I got the new Tirtir cushion foundation, and I used it yesterday. I think I like it. But we're going to use it again today. I do have my skin all prepped and everything, but I think I'm liking this, you guys. They had it on sale for like, I colored my hair last night and I kind of made a mess. So it's red. It opens like this. But what was I saying? Yeah. I was watching some TikToks and they said that there was one day only that Tirtir was going to have a 30% off sale on Amazon. And so I went on and I put the cushion foundation in my cart so that it would be there. It was a little bit difficult to try and figure out my shade match. I think I did okay, but when you open it, there's a little mirror, and then there's like this little place for the little, I don't want to, like, it's a little sponge, but it's a little bit more thicker than I thought it was going to be. But then you open it up and this is the foundation. And so what I did yesterday was I tapped it in here and then I tapped it off on here and then just kind of tapped it on my face because I watched Robert Welsh do a video on how to apply the cushion foundation the right way. So I tried to do it like he showed us how to do it, but you just are supposed to just tap it one time. And he said that that's plenty, which I believe it was yesterday. I think I had to dip in a little bit more a second time, but then you're just supposed to tap it and you're supposed to make sure that, because some people just use the tip. He said you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to cup the whole sponge to get the foundation on your face. I had done my brows and I used this brow gel thing. This right here, way too dark. Way too freaking dark. So I'm going to have to get rid of that. I must not have used it before because I didn't realize it was going to be that dark. What is this? It's I have no idea what that says, you guys. Brow Fix Tint and Shaper. I don't like it. Aside from the fact that it's the wrong shade, it's just not, I don't know. I just didn't like the way that it applied. Could be my application though, but it's too dark anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm kind of really, I mean, do you guys think it's the right shade match? I think so. I mean, is it perfect? Probably not, but I think it's all right. Just tap, 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 tap. I think it gives really good coverage though. I mean, I think that covered up everything, you guys. Everything. And I really don't think you need to powder it down either. I think it like looks pretty good. You know, it's not like, I mean, it's kind of luminous, but not super shiny. You know what I mean? Dude, I was getting ready this morning, like getting dressed and everything, and I hear like a car door, and it sounds like it's right out front. So I open my curtain and I look out and there's a red truck across the street kind of creeping that way. And so I'm like, that's weird. And then I sat down to start doing my makeup and I hear it again, right? So I get up and I go to my front door, has a little window in the middle of it. You can't really, it's kind of, I don't know how to say it. Like it's textured a little bit. So like nobody can really tell somebody's looking out. So I was looking out and that damn red truck was parked right out front of my house, right? So I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And so I watched, this is 21 and Ivory is the shade that I got. And it was 30% off. It's normally $25. I think I paid $15, $16 or something like that, which that's not bad really for a foundation. It's not, especially if it works good. And I think I like it. But anyways, back to the story. I look out and the truck's sitting right in front of my house, right? So I came into my room and I put my a tank top on, so I put my regular shirt on, and then I went to look outside again because I heard another car door, and there was somebody in the passenger side this time, and then they kind of creeped away, and I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? So now, like, I'm nervous, like, is something wrong with my car? Were they, like, what were they doing? You know what I mean? Because there's been, like, people like to steal the catalytic converter off of cars. I guess they're, like, worth a lot of money. My sister's car was at her work, and when she was leaving work one day, she was, like, started her car, and it sounded, like, super weird or whatever. And she called her husband, and he said that it sounds like the catalytic converter. So, like, at her work, in the middle of the day, some person pulls up next to her car, gets under it, and gets the catalytic converter and drives away. And I guess they can do it in, like, seconds. Just that quick and easy. I'm like, I really hope that's not the situation, you guys. I really, I don't know. I don't even know, like, if insurance would cover something like that. Not only that, but I'm supposed to go to work today, and I don't want to have to, like, Uber it, you know, and it's Sunday right now when I'm filming this, so I don't know, like, if any places would be open to even, look at me, like, I got this whole scenario in case there's something wrong with my car. I hope not. Maybe I should go out there and try and start it and make sure everything sounds okay. It's just weird that somebody was out, like, why are you outside of my house? You know what I mean? Like, why are you parked right in front of my house? That's just weird. I'm using my LYS bronzer. This is, what shade is this? No Limits Matte Bronzer Harmony in Medium. That's the shade I use. When I was at work the other day, my boss came down to talk to me and one of the other managers, and she was standing next to me, and she's like, oh, you got bronzer on? And I said, always. She said it looked really nice, so I'm like, thank you. I think today for my eye look, we're going to use the Lethal Cosmetics X Teresa is Dead, Lethal is Dead palette. I got that from Trouble with Tish. I miss her so much. We haven't hung out in a couple weeks, so. And she hasn't been posting either any content, so. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. All right, how's that looking? This side looks, this side looks darker than this side. Let me see if I can blend it away a little bit over here. Blend it away up here. Blend a little bit over here. This is a great face brush from Bling Brushes. You don't see anything from them very much lately. I haven't really seen any, like, I don't know, I was watching a video from Allie Dawson and she was like, maybe they're not like doing as good as they once were because you don't see, or they could have some personal stuff going on too. You just never know. Maybe something happened in their personal life and they just, you know. I'm going to use this Delancey blush, which I do have a code with them, and it's down in my description box, and it is affiliated, just so you know. So I would get a little kickback if you make a purchase. So if you do, thank you so very much. It means a lot. I don't have really any affiliated codes. I do have one, I believe, with Cursed Cosmetics. I believe that's down in my description box too. That one you just, both of them you just kind of like sign up for it from their website, and then like they approve you or not. So that's kind of exciting. Really, it is. Like, and I like Delancey. I got this blush, I think it was in an ice cream beauty box. But I do have, I think I might have some lippies from them. And maybe a powder blush from Delancey as well. I'm not sure where it would be though. I think it might be in with my other blushes. I'm going to have to look through and see like all the Delancey stuff that I have. Is this it? Right here. This is a Delancey blush. I believe I got this in an ice cream beauty box as well. I don't know if that would... Oh, it might look okay to set the liquid blush. I think it's super pretty though, guys. What shade is this? Let's see if I can even read the bottom. Number 5, Artum, A-R-T-U-R-M, Artum After Moon. The spelling is super weird. I wonder if they like did that on purpose. Like an autumn afternoon, Artum Afternoon. Maybe it's a play on words or something like that. But super pretty. So let me tap into this blush, which is just the Chava shade. It just says Delancey Cheek Blusher. Doesn't look like it has a shade name on it. Just the ingredients on the back. 04 though. It has a number, 04. So let's tap that off a little bit. And then we'll just tap a little bit here. I'm excited for this month's RBSG, you guys. I've been doing some research on looks that I want to do for it, and I'm super excited. I can't wait for you guys to see what word we got this month and what we were tasked with to do. It's going to be super fun. I need to film that in the next week because my son and I are going to be going out of town, not for like a long time, but just for a couple days for a concert he's going to. He wants to go to one in August too, and when he got off last night when I picked him up, he's like, I got a plan for August, you know, because I want to go visit my dad too, but I'm having my surgery. I think that's a pretty blush. I'm going to have to powder down my face in a minute. I want to go see my dad in August, but that's when I'm having my under eye surgery. And like I told him, I said, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to drive, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what is all entailed. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel afterwards. I don't know, like, is there gonna be swelling? You know, if am I gonna be able to see? I know I'm definitely gonna have to have somebody take me and bring me home because they're gonna, you know, do anesthesia. So, I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to drive all the way over to Eastern Washington for him to go to this like concert thing. I would love to be able to take him, and I am going to be off for 2 weeks, but the like my surgery's on the 14th and the concert's that weekend. So the 14th is what, a Wednesday, I think. And so like that's just not, I just don't think it's going to work. I just don't think it's going to work. Maybe I should do my brows first. I'm going to use the Profusion Brow Palette that I got from RENEEA. And I use this shade right here. I did put a little bit of gel in my brows, and then I tried to use that brow tint stuff, and my brows were looking scary, like super scary. I look like, I don't know, they were super thick and dark, and I'm like, I need a makeup wipe because I need to take this stuff off because it looked bad. It looked really bad. All right, I got the brows done. I wasn't going to make you suffer through that. Let's get into the palette. I don't know what shades I want to use. Maybe we'll do the purples. Like this one, this one. This one's kind of like a blue purple. And then put this on the lid. I think that's what we'll do. Let's see. Should I start with the... I think I'm going to start with this shade right here. I guess it's like a... I don't know. It looks like a blue, but I think it's like a blue purple. I don't know. I guess we'll see when it gets... I don't know. Am I colorblind or what? I don't know if that's blue or purple. Maybe a little mixture of both, like I said. I'm just using this Michaela Glam Light brush to just tap it in. That's what we've got going on. I think that looks really pretty. We'll see how it all comes together. All right, now I'm going to use this Singe Beauty EO3 brush. It's a little fluffier, and I'm going to go into that lighter purple. So this color, this shade is called Predator. And now I'm going into Watery Grave. And we'll just like blend this shade out a little bit. That's what we've got going on. I think I want to tap a little bit more of the Predator shade into the outer V and the crease there, just to deepen it back up a little bit. That going on. So now let's do the lid shade, and we're going to use the Singe Beauty, I don't know, it's all worn off. Is it EO4? maybe. But that's what the brush looks like right there. It's kind of like fluffy but flat at the same time. So we're going to go into Spellbound. And we'll just tap that on the lid up into like the crease here. And see how it turns out. I really should wet my brush, but I'm so nervous to do it because like I was talking to somebody in the comments on one of my videos about wetting a brush because I watch Heather Austin a lot, and she says that she dips into it, into the shade, and gets it on her brush, and then she sprays her brush to not mess with the integrity of the shade that's in the pan. And but I've always thought like, but what if you have to dip back into the shade to get more pigment? Wouldn't you be dipping a wet brush in there because you just sprayed it with the pigment that you put on? You know what I mean? So like or does she spray it a certain way that the brush doesn't get super wet, that it's more the shade that's getting wet than the brush, so that the brush, or maybe like she like color switches it off or has a towel on her lap to kind of like dry it off a little bit before she goes back into the shade. You know what I mean? I guess there's different ways that you could go about it to make sure that you don't mess up, you know, the shade that's in the pan so that it doesn't hard pan. But then somebody else, I was watching a video, I think it was, maybe it was Jan, had said that even if it hard pans, you just scrape off the top layer and the shade will be fine. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know, because I don't really wet my brushes or wet my shades, so I don't really know. I've never tried it because I'm afraid, honestly, to mess up any of my palettes by dipping something wet into it. You know, it would be different if I was using alcohol to repress a shade, because I think that's because like when you use the alcohol, it kind of, it's not like putting water in a pigment. It's, I think it like, when it dries, like kind of, I don't know. I don't know, but you're supposed to use alcohol when you repress a shade. And I've done it a couple times and it works really well. So I think that's what we've got going on right now. So I think I'm going to get off, do the other eye, kind of finish up a little bit, and then I will be back with the final look. So don't go anywhere. Wish me luck. Hopefully I can recreate this over here. I'll be back. Alrighty guys, I'm back and the look is done. So I used my GRWM mascara that I got in Bizy Beauty Customs on the top lashes. I used the roller lash from Benefit on the lower lashes. I used my, I think it's the CoverGirl Perfect Point Plus ink on the tight line. And I used this, I think it's the Wet n Wild from the Little Twin Stars collection for the waterline. For the palette, I also used the Ofra Moon Dance Highlighter, Madison Miller, for blending out right in here for the brow bone. So let's take a look at this. So I used this shade right here for the outer V. I used this to blend it out. I used this for the lid. I also used this on the lower lash line with this to blend it out. And then I used this yellow for the inner corner. And I think it looks pretty. I did also use my ColourPop freckle pen. Can you see the freckles? I think they look cute. I think they look cute. What else did I do? I did use a little bit of this Sephora translucent loose setting powder to put a little bit under my eyes. I did put a little bit around my face just to kind of set things down a little bit. I am a little bit glowy, but not too bad. For my lip liner, which one did I use? Oh, shoot. I think I used the, did I use the Avio? No. Maybe it was I used the Appeal. The Appeal in, what shade is this? Gel liner. I'm not sure it has a shade. It's kind of wearing off. It's kind of wearing off, so I'm not sure what the shade is, but that's what it looks like. I use that to line my lips. And then I use the Go-To lip gloss to put on, and this is GLGO3. It doesn't have a shade name, just the numbers. Was that everything I did? I think so, guys. I think so. Yeah, I think that's about it. But anyways, I went and started my car. I think it sounds okay. It just makes me nervous. Like, I freak out. You know what I mean? Like, why are you parked right in front of my house? You're not, like, coming here for anything, so there's no need to park. And if you're picking somebody up, why don't you pick them up in front of their house? Or, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. I get a little freaked out when people are, like, right out front of my house. So my car seems okay. We'll see when I drive it to work. But how's the hair looking? I just colored it last night because I had ordered some hair color off of Amazon, like a shade that I have used before, and my roots were coming through really bad, so it was definitely time to color the hair. I think it looks good. I think it looks good. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. I have like 5 minutes and I gotta head out for work. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I'm sorry if you're moving. I can see it moving around. I don't know why it's moving because I'm not, like, is it hitting my table? I don't know. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you all have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening. No matter what time of day it is that you're watching this, I hope you all take care and stay safe. If you're new here, I hope that you'll join the family, Nene's Glam Squad. Just go down below, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn the notification bell up to all. That way you can get notified anytime I make a new upload. A thumbs up would be really appreciated. It really means a lot, helps out the channel, lets YouTube know that you enjoy seeing my content, and leave a comment down below. Have you ever tried the Lethal is Dead palette from Lethal Cosmetics? I think it's a really pretty palette, and I think it did a really pretty look. I've used it a couple times, so I like it. I like it so far. Thank you, Tishy, for giving me the palette. I appreciate it. But anyways, I hope I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.